Tell every single piece of video call that we do is going to be recorded and is going to be uploaded in the recorded session so you can watch it back again. Now, what I want to be doing today is I want to let you guys know that whether you have done AI automations before in the past or not, this is not necessarily an automation class, but what we're going to go over here is how we can, first of all, reach out to people, cold email people, and second, how we can start warming up leads that we currently have when we sell any sort of digital product and how we can upsell them without having to pay for, Beehive or other email marketing platforms that do it for us that would usually end up going into spam. So the very first thing that I want to do, I want to let Cornelia take over and have her go with her plan. And then the second part of our tutorial today, we're going to talk about cold emails. And then after that, I'm going to have you guys ask any questions in related to that. Are we good with the plan? Perfect. So I'll let you, Cornelia, take over. Let me share. Can you share the screen? Can you check with me if you can share the screen?
Let me see.
Yes, I think that you can share. Perfect.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Here we go. Can you see everything on my screen or?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Hello, everyone. Today I'm talking to you because Billy wanted to see
And
how
Billy's
I'm
not here.
using.
Where the hell is Billy? Is he
Where is
even here?
Billy?
I don't think that he is here, but look.
um,
Yeah.
I started to use.
Cornelia, introduce yourself for everyone that's new to the call, because I think that we have a few people.
Yeah.
Cornelia is a student, and then give us a little brief, like a 1 minute brief of what we're going over today and what everyone's going to learn and what they're expecting to get out of this tutorial.
Okay. My name is Cornelia. You can call me Connie. It's easier. I'm from Austria, and I'm a UI UX designer. And yeah, I'm doing AI automation since 1.5 years, and I try to figure out how I can use it in my daily work. And then one day Airtable came across my way and I hated it at the first moment, but uh, it glued my AI stuff together somehow. You can combine Airtable with every AI tool and automation. It's like Excel and Notion having a baby with AI. And it's perfect. I'm using it for everything. It's
What exactly are you using it for, Cornelia? So for everyone that doesn't know, Airtable is some sort of a CRM, if you want to call it so. Some sort of like it structures data. It helps you store all the data that you're collecting from different
yeah.
endpoints. And what are some of
Uh,
the use cases that you're currently using it for, Cornelia?
Primarily, it's a database, and it's not a table like Excel or Google Sheets. And that's the main power. And I'm using it as a CMS, a content management system. I'm building my own tools. I'm using it as a table. I'm using it to share information. And today I want to show you 2 use cases. One, I built a CRM in Airtable and tried to make an interface in Lovable. And second, I used Airtable as with the OpenAI API to generate images.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's start with the CRM. I will just show you how I did this because I'm I'm playing around with Lovable and Bold all the time, but I'm not happy with the design. So I started differently as Sirio did, because Userio started with by scraping a design from a website. I tried to start with my Figma
Figma.
design.
Hmm.
I just use,
So for everyone to understand what's happening right now is that Cornelia has designed inside Figma a UI layout, and now she has turned this UI layout that you cannot like this does nothing. This is just a piece
it's
of like
just a layout.
PNG layout. It does nothing. So she's
Yeah,
turned this into an actual code with Lovable or Bolt or Cursor. You can use any of those
yeah.
to actually have make it interactive. So now she can click. She turned it into an actual project with AI.
Yeah, and I started using Figma for the design. I just took a random template. I did not
Hmm.
design anything. I just took a
Yes.
CRM template, and then there is this plugin. It's called Builder.io, and then you can just select the
The
screen
canvas. Yeah.
and export your design. And then you give it to Lovable Bolt. In Lovable, you can import the Figma file. In Bolt, Builder.io does that for you. And it doesn't look that ugly now,
Yeah.
but it tries to go to return to the ugly design with every
Hmm.
iteration. It's very hard. But this is just the interface. There are some, oh, okay, broken, of course. As all,
I would recommend directly from now, Cornelia, your job is done. Meaning that
yeah,
download
yeah,
whatever project you have and use Cursor. The only
yeah.
thing that Lovable should help you do is build a front end. Then, if you want to connect things through the back end, download the project, open it up on Cursor, and Cursor is only going to charge you $25 a month. It's not going to charge you anything else, and you can start designing on top of it without needing to, top up Lovable. Because what Lovable is doing is that they are using either Google Gemini API to build the code. They're either using the whatever Cursor is using in the back end, which is the sorry, I'm blanking. Help me out with what Cursor is using in the back end. Cursor is using Anthropic API.
Anthropic.
Yes,
Sonnet.
Yeah.
Cursor is using Anthropic API. So
Okay.
most of the Claude in this case. So most of them use Claude. Instead of you going and starting designing on Lovable to save costs and make it more efficient, I would suggest you download the file, open it up in your computer, and then the folder that you've downloaded, open it in Cursor and let Cursor do the job for $25. And then if you want it, and the beauty with Cursor is that you can select different models. You can select Google Gemini 2.0, 2.5, which is the best model currently. That's way better than anything in the market, way better than Cursor. You can select way better than Claude. You can select Claude. You can select ChatGPT. You can select all these models inside Cursor, just so to save you time and money in this case, because probably right now you're having a lot of issues with authenticating all the tokens, probably going back and forth with a UI design and spending lots of I don't know how Lovable works, but probably you need to top up at some point, and you're spending all that money, whereby you can do the same exact thing in Cursor. But yes, go ahead. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
Yes, George.
Yes, I just wanted to ask, since like the Cornelia, sorry, showed us a plugin to export the code from Figma.
Yes.
Can't we
Yeah.
use can't we use this code directly in Cursor?
Yes, you can.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So you use the same code. The code is essentially, Cornelia, correct me if I'm mistaken. It should be an HTML CSS file, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that HTML
Yeah. That,
CSS file it doesn't matter where you paste it, because it should
yeah.
normally give you the same exact design.
Okay. So
This is the
you would recommend directly placing it in Cursor rather than uh, passing by Lovable.
What I recommend when you design a landing page is very simple. I usually would build, now I'm no longer using Bolt. Before I used to use Bolt. What I do today is that I would scrape anything that I like to design. Let's say Netflix. I scrape it, I download the HTML, CSS of Netflix. So now I know exactly what it looks like. I create a new project, and inside the project, I put the Netflix file. And my project, I want to call my project, I don't know, like Serio's new website. Inside Serio's new website, I have the Netflix file. I open Serio's new website in Cursor, and I tell Cursor, please develop me a landing page that is referencing the Netflix folder inside my project. So it's going to go, it's going to search for the Netflix folder, it's going to search for the CSS and HTML. Then when it's going to build something for me, it's going to build it in that style. That's how I do it. So now I'm saving time, money, and costs because I have a reference file. And as I said, if you watch my YouTube video the other day, to work with AI efficiently, you need to have a reference file. In this case, what Cornelia is doing, that she's not downloading any websites, but her reference file is it's a Figma design. And in order for you to access the Figma design, you have to download that into code. And then you can either go to Lovable to build it for you initially, or go to Cursor. The difference between Cursor, Lovable, and Bolt is that Lovable and Bolt are built with on top of their foundation model, which is can be Claude, it can be whatever, Google Gemini. They have multiple layers, right, on top of it, which probably they are trained on different UX, different UI, and they have different folders and formats that they are sourcing all these references, and are allowing you to build like beautiful landing pages. So it's Cursor plus 20 layers of whatever it is that they have built. Continue, Cornelia. Sorry.
Okay. And I'm using Airtable before I'm turning anything into an app, a website, or anything else. It helps me just to think about the product. Those sheets are later in the product, and you can use Airtable as a database and as the source. And the interesting thing here is everything is linked. You can track the status, you can work with your team. And for me, often it's enough to use Airtable just to track purchases. It's enough. I don't need an app. There is an interface functionality. Sometimes it's nice to have a dashboard, but I think some features are appreciated to come in that case. And there are also a very nice AI assistant things inside of Airtable that you can generate short text, a longer text, search the internet. And it's very nice, but the learning curve is not flat.
Yeah.
You have to
Take
dig
time.
deep and see how it's working, how these links are set, or how no, these entities are working. But if you figured out that you can build 80%, you can do it with some formulas. Not in that case. Where is one?
Take
There's
us over
nothing.
take us over like a very simple use case. So how you're linking everything to whatever that you've built right now on your front end that you showed us, or if you have any other use cases.
Yeah, you can basically start with an AI assistant
Mm-hmm.
and just type in what you need. In that case, I would type in, I need products, I need a waiting list, a list of my customers, and then you get a very good starting point of a table.
Mm-hmm.
That's super to start, and then you just add continue by adding columns and make it more complex. But I will show you the functionality in the other example, because this one is too stuffed to understand really how it's going. Basically, this is more like this could be a Google Sheet, basically. There is
Mm-hmm.
not so much functionality inside and hidden. And you also can make some automations, you can send emails, you can do everything with what you can imagine. And it's very, very powerful. But I think you need 20% of the functionality
Mm-hmm.
for normal use cases. Okay. I would, if you have no questions, I would continue to the second example.
Yes, please.
Okay.
So this you should watch should pay attention
Wait.
because it's a whole automation that you're trying to show us, right?
Yeah. Wait. Just a second.
This is the image generation.
Sorry, my cat is going crazy.
All good.
I'd try to, when you're a designer, you often need more than one image with the same style. And your client comes 1 year later and wants exactly an image in that style. And then you have to figure out how you did it.
Hmm.
And I tried to find different use cases, how you can generate images with several prompts. Here are prompts. It is paper art, it is ingredients, it is Disney style, it is infographic. And this is a table, and I'm showing you infographics. What is your favorite food?
My favorite food would be milk.
Milk.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. It works like this. You can type in here is the prompt object.
Okay.
You type
And then
in
you
pina
have the
colada pizza. You can add a reference image, and here is a trigger. And in the backend, there is the magic. Here is an automation. This is Make.
Yes.
This is an automation software. Basically, you're connecting different APIs.
Yes.
And
you're running this. This is, yeah.
I don't know if it's running. Now it's running. And there are two routes. One is with reference image, one is without. And what this does is this webhook gets a record from the Airtable.
Yeah.
Then here is the image generation happening. It takes the prompt, reference image, and all the information from the Airtable. Then it uploads a file to my Google Drive.
And then it gets that file and it puts it
And
back
I
into
get the share link of Google Drive, and then I get the preview image in Airtable.
What are we generating right now? Are we generating the example of a milk or no? What is it that it's generating?
We are generating an infographic of the milk.
Oh, wow.
And here it is.
Oh, wow. This is pretty cool.
And I did it already with different pina colada. And what's very nice in Airtable,
very nice.
I'm a designer and I hate databases because the image quality is not good. You have just one format, it's cropping, it's ugly. Usually it's ugly. And every row in this automation is one entry. This is my button. Here's the image. I can download the image in good quality. This is my share link. I downloaded it directly to my computer. I don't have to go to this Airtable. I just take it out from the folder. I told Make where to put it. And if I'm working with a client, I can do some approval here, for example, or ask him for some feedback. And that's very nice. And you see everything which is linked to this data set. This is my prompt, the infographic prompt. And there is a hidden formula. The final prompt.
Wow, this is pretty cool.
And
phenomenal.
Here, it's not that complicated. I just look for the infographic. Here's my prompt object. In that case, it's the milk.
Yeah.
Then there is a general prompt.
Can we try and do cereal right now?
Yeah. of course. Um, I just explain it, then we do the serial. um, and this is just a basic prompt. The same prompt is here in this table. So you can keep your prompts clear.
Style. Yeah.
And here are all generations with that prompt. This is referencing to
The pizza. Yeah.
pizza in that case. And everything is linked together, and that's very nice. And you wanted some cereals
Yes.
with milk?
Yes. Cereal.
Of course. um,
So now tell them how are you, like, how does it know that it's running the 186 line? Did you tell it, like?
I just put, this is a button that triggers the automation. This is the webhook. You can
So every new line that you add, it's just doing it automatically, right?
no, the trigger is the button that
Oh, wait.
huh?
Oh, no, I didn't. I was
I'm muted.
Billy.
There he is, Billy. He's late. Go.
I've been here. Why you talking about I'm late? Excuse me?
You're not here when we started. Okay, let's go.
I can't believe you didn't let Ari record. I'm not gonna know nothing what happened.
I didn't see it. I didn't see Ari come in at all.
Oh my gosh, and we got Cornelia on the phone on the camera. We got a camera on. Wow, looking like a movie star. I can't wait to learn. Jeez, all these millionaires on here is crazy.
So you're saying, Cornelia, I just want to know now, how does it know that we want to generate a cereal with milk? Like, is it, let's say that when you add a new line.
No, this is a button. It says trigger, but it could say generate this image for me.
Yeah.
This is the connection to this webhook.
Yes, exactly. So my question is, if let's say that we're like at 186 now, we want to do 187, right? And we want to generate another image of, like, I don't know, like, you guys give me an example of, like a whatever cocktail. So now, how does it know that it needs to generate the 189 or 187 or whatever?
It just generates this image if you're triggering the button.
So you have to click the button, right?
Yeah, you can do an automation that you can click as a batch, multiple buttons.
Okay, so you have to click the button, and then after you have to run the automation.
Yeah, the automation is waiting for my trigger. It just runs every 2 minutes. That's why I'm triggering it manually, that it speeds up a little bit.
And that's our
here is your cereal.
Wow.
And yeah, I did it for several use cases. You have also, it's not an ugly database, this preview option that you see the whole image. And I wanted to show you, I did it also with a reference image with this skincare brand, random skincare, and an Asian girl. And then I did an infographic for the Kardashians.
Wow, this is phenomenal.
This
is great.
Yeah, and it's working with OpenAI, the image one, and that's paid. But you could trigger every I'm missing the word. You could use Flux or a stable.
Yes, every foundation model.
Thank you. And you can use a reference image and just trigger reference. I'm using very often for my website. I'm doing those black and white stuff, and then this is just landscape with mountains. It takes the style of the image, but it depends on the prompt. You can use it as a character reference, style reference, as you like. here are some Disney characters based on a real person.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, creativity is the limit. And if you're doing a website for food recipes, you need a lot of those images without backgrounds in this photorealistic style without any noise, and then you can generate everything at once. Also use a reference image, zucchini. Is it?
Let's see.
Cornelia,
Yeah.
this is amazing. I don't know if people said that already because I was late. I was trying to hide it from Serial because I don't want his eyebrows to be mad at me. But
Oh no,
this is
that's what we
legit.
said. It's like I was like, Cornelia, why are you doing this for? And she goes like, well, Billy wanted me to do this. And we're like, where's Billy? He's not here.
Well, in my defense, I was sharing
There's
the
no
gospel
defense.
of Jesus Christ and
Oh, okay,
praying for
that's a
people in
defense.
public with my church. He's like, "There's no defense." Well, that's a defense.
That's
So
a
now we're
defense.
all sitting. Now we're all sitting at the table listening. See, look. Say hey,
Hey.
y'all.
Hi.
Right, so everybody said hi, y'all.
Oh
So
wow. Look
we're
at this.
listening and just like, it's amazing, Cornelia. You are just a literal star. The fact that you've been sitting here quiet when you've been sitting on this magic the whole time, I refuse.
Yes.
I generated this the last 2 days, so it's just the idea. And what's very nice too is you can generate icons like this.
Cornelia, we need to build you a SaaS. Like, what are you doing? Like this, you're sitting on a gold mine right now. Perfect.
Yeah, I
Do we guys
think
have
I
any
need
questions?
clients because I'm a designer. I'm used to serve. That's the problem.
This is your use case. You know how people are saying, "Oh, this is going to replace designers." Like, look at you building an entire system, going out and selling this to brands. Like, it's just the means of productions that are changing. Do we have any questions for Cornelia before we go and talk a bit about cold emails and scraping and all that good stuff? Cornelia, this is phenomenal. Like, I don't know
Thank
why
you.
you are not thinking about productizing this, but this is great. Like, this is
I've
phenomenal.
something left with productizing. Airtable is the base, but you can build very stable products on top using software or Glide.
With Airtable,
And then you
right?
can build real native apps, or progressive web apps is the easiest version. And I already built one in Glide for
Let's see. Do you have it?
for course platform.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because Glide is very expensive, but it's very easy. And I
What do you
think
mean by very expensive? Like, what are the pricing? Oh, $2,000 per project. Oh, okay, yeah, it's expensive.
no, it's do it for yourself.
Oh, okay.
It's $200 per month, but
That's okay.
It's okay because it's beginner friendly, and everything is there you need. I think you could build also those image generation apps or magnifier or something like that with Glide. I just didn't try it.
That's a bit more complicated because I have a whole team that's trying to fix to
simple
deploy the
version of
upscalers.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, a very simple version. Glide is very simple, but you get the point. It's nothing fancy.
Yeah. I mean,
But
it's you get your you get started with it, right?
Yeah.
Put at the door.
Okay.
Perfect. Do you guys have any questions? And I would advise that you turn on your camera so we can see you.
Very good job, Cornelia. That's amazing.
Thank you.
If you don't have any questions,
I love Glide, Cornelia. That's a really good point.
Your time to ask questions. Then don't be like, oh, I forgot.
Can I borrow your hairline generator, Serial, to make one for myself, or no?
We'll think about it. I think a lot of us feel the same. We just got the skills, but we don't know how to make money from them. We just don't have that in mind. Okay. Well, then, since you don't know how to make money out of it, let's just talk about cold emails. Right? Does it sound good? Cold emails is one way that you can reach out to people to make money. Is it efficient? No. But will it kind of like help you get started? Yes. There's two ways to make money online. Either you build your own brand, either you go and show people how to do it, either through YouTube, either through social media. This could have been a YouTube literally video of Cornelia just going through this, posting it on YouTube. It costs $0. It's only your time. And YouTube's algorithm is great. It's going to pick it up, it's going to see, and then you go sell them some sort of a digital product. You sell them a guide, you sell them a course. One. Number two is that you do cold email outreach. However, cold email outreach is getting old, but I'm going to show you how to do that. But also what I'm going to show you is how you can go ahead and start upselling your list that you currently have from your digital product, and how to set up your digital product so that you get the correct information so that you can start upselling to people without needing to use very, very expensive software or like a whole CRM. What we're going to be talking about today is this tool that's called, that's called Instantly. I don't know if you guys know of this. Are you familiar with this? If you are not familiar with this, this is a great platform to get started that will allow you to localize and build campaigns based on your leads. How do you get leads? This is the question. Now, there's two ways to get leads. One, you either build your brand, you either give some sort of information out there for people to get things for free for you, from you, so then in return you can get their lead and their information, or you can go into this platform and what you can do is that you can start searching for leads. So let's say that you are very interested in selling this to, I don't know, let's say like AI agencies. All you have to do is click search, and it's going to give you a bunch of leads that you can add. Again, you have to pay for this. So you get your LinkedIn URL, and then you can give you over 50,000 results. And you can get all these leads that you have over here, then you can upload them into your leads campaign manager, right? So this is the easiest way. You don't have leads, you want to start selling to people, but you literally you just want to start cold emailing them. Go to this platform, instantly.ai, and it's going to do it for you. Now, another way of doing this is by scraping leads. I talked about this in the previous lesson, and one way that I do scrape emails is by going to sharingtools.service. So this is the site, sharingtools.service, and why I like this is because it scrapes leads from my Instagram. It scrapes my leads, but also it scrapes leads from any sort of target audience that I currently have. So let me sign in here. So what it does for you, you sign up into this platform, then you need to add your accounts. You can add your Instagram account, or you can add like a third-party Instagram account, so it's not scraping from your main account. You need your account to be safe. We talked about this. And all you have to do is go over to your leads finder. Well, I cannot access it right now because my account is expired. But you add into you go into your leads finder, and then you add all the Instagram accounts that you need to scrape the data from, and it's going to give you a bunch of emails. Then you get those emails and you add them into your Instantly account. The first thing you need to do, this is working off my Gmail. So I have logged in with my Gmail account, right? The reason is, one, it keeps your health score very high. If you do not want to use your Gmail account, they already provide you domains that are made for you, ready-made for you. So all you have to do is click continue over here, and then you can, choose whatever website that you want. And then it's going to tell you that if you get this domain, you're going to have to pay $15, but it's already warmed up for you. It's ready to go. All you have to do is set up your campaigns. So after you set up your emails, and in this case, I've set up my own Gmail account because I want to be more personal to the leads, especially because I do not work off cold leads. I do not need cold leads. I have enough leads, right? And one of the ways that I like to create my campaigns is that you go over to your campaign section, you add new, you call your campaign whatever you want to call your campaign. And the very first thing that you need to do here is that you need to add leads. You either add leads that you have scraped. Now, this platform allows you to scrape the leads for you, or you can use an API with make.com to scrape all those leads with Appify, or you just add your leads. In this case, what I do, because I already have leads, what I do is I click add leads and I upload my CVS. So let's say that this is my CVS file. Give me a second. Let me just pull it up. Where is it? Where did the CVS file upload? Okay, here we go. So I have a bunch of leads over here. So I have leads that have already paid and purchased for my product. You guys can see, or I need to share my entire screen. Sorry, I think I have to share my entire screen with you. Where is it? Search, desktop. You guys can see my desktop now, correct? Yes. So now I have a file here with all the qualified leads that I currently have gotten from my digital product. Here I have leads that have already paid, so I know that they have spent money. Then I have leads from my masterclass that signed up to be on my masterclass. Then I have leads from ChatGPT product that I'm giving I'm giving away like a ChatGPT prompts, or my product renders, or the CGI, or my second brain or WebTween. So I have all the leads here. And for the purpose of this demo, I'm just going to upload this one here that has around 20 leads. And what I want to make sure is that we set up all our CVS lines in here. That means, what do we want to import? Do we want to import the full name? Yes, we do want to import the full name. In this case, does it have a full name variable? It does not have a full name variable. So in this case, I say custom variable. Do I want to collect their emails from the CVS file? Yes, I want to collect their emails. Do I want to collect what kind of product is that they signed up for? Not necessarily, because I know exactly what they paid for in this instance, because I have selected everything accordingly. Do we care about the currency? Do we care about the account, the tax dollars, or whatnot? No, we don't care about that. So these are all custom columns. And in this custom columns, what I try and always do is that I ask people for where they're from, so that at least I have a feeling if they have the purchasing power to buy any of my product that I'm offering. And then in the end, I make sure to verify the lead, click verify lead here, and upload them. So it's going to ask me, do you want to upload your 29 contacts per campaign? So it's uploading the contacts. And the great thing about this tool is that it's going to verify it for you. So if the lead is actually like a fake email, if they're not using it, if they're inactive, or all of that, it's going to tell you. So you don't have to waste your time doing that. Let's refresh and hopefully it's done the work. So this is verified. This is invalid. So this Luis guy, it's invalid. Probably it either gave us a wrong email or it doesn't have enough data to tell us whether their emailer is active. So what we do over here, again, these are hot leads, warm leads, or leads that at least have had one point of contact with me. And what I used to do before is that I used to take this entire list, and I used to go to Beehive, go high level, try and segment things. Very complicated, very like wasting time. So now what I do is that I get this list, I put it over here, and then I create a sequence. And again, this campaign we can call this campaign, let's say, people who bought before, right? And people who bought before, maybe we can call this campaign something like people who bought X product, correct? And now what you do over here is that, well, thinking that you might have their contact information, what you can do is that you can start creating prompts. And here the system gives you already prompts to kind of like start reaching out to them. But one of the main things that you need to do is you need to collect their website, or you need to collect their LinkedIn profile. So let's say that you have a general unique opening sentence. In here, you have to select, in the input field, you have to select either their website or LinkedIn. So you need to scrape this data. And then you create a column with whatever general opening statement. And what this is going to do for you is that it's going to start scraping the information of each lead, saying Serial Barati. It's going to go into the LinkedIn account. It's going to use the API in the backend, and it's going to see, okay, what do I do? I'm an AI agency business owner, da, 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 and it's going to craft a specific message that's particular to me when sending an email. And then in here, you need to add your open API key for this to work. Now, when you go into sequences, again, we're inside one campaign, and all the leads of this campaign have to actually match what we're talking about. If all the leads of this campaign bought a product from me or downloaded a free lead magnet that's about ChatGPT, that's about like CGI, this is what the campaign is going to be about. So you start adding different steps. Again, you want to reach out to them once, you want to reach out to them in 3 days, in 4 days, and what you need to make sure here is that you add your subject, and then you can either select from pre-existing templates, lead agency, you can lead generation over here, video production, coaching, marketing, advertising. It has templates for you. You can use the template over here, and then you can start playing around with your messaging. Now, this is made for cold leads. I'm using this for hot leads, on the other hand, because the conversion is going to be hot, or warm leads, because the conversion is going to be way higher. And you can use all the AI tools for here to write it for you, or you can use all different variables, so their signature, their full name, or whatever variables that you have decided to collect from them, right? And then you can start sending or previewing. This is what they're going to see. Hey, your LinkedIn was impressive. Da, da, da. We don't have their LinkedIn, so we don't know, right? And you can schedule everything accordingly. And then after you schedule them, you're able to see all the analytics. You're able to see what's your open rate, what's your click-through rate, what are the opportunities, what did people answer to you, and you're going to have your Unibox here. The Unibox are going to be leads that are answering your cold email. So you know exactly who out of those 5,000 leads that you have answered with a reply back. So you don't have to go through like trying to track who answered, who didn't answer. Everything's going to be here, and it's going to tell you from campaigns, people who bought. These are all the emails that answered you. So now you can go back and reference and track all the leads. This is the easiest way that you can start sending cold emails or warm emails. Personally, I use warm emails. The way I do it is Standstore. When I collect, so it is heysyria.com. So when I collect any information from my lead, let's say that I'm giving away my seed. What am I giving away over here? I'm giving away the viral AI talking head organic script, right? In order for them to get my guide, they need to answer all this information. Or in order for them to get whatever, the CGI that was a free lead magnet before and now it's paid, I need to know where they're from. There's the very first point of contact. Like, where are they from? If they're telling me that they're from, I don't know, countries that are not able to even afford a $5 product, $10 product, $20 product, I'm not going to actually put it into my lead email sequence over here, because it's going to cost me, and those leads are not qualified. Then the other thing that I ask is that if I could solve one of your problems, which one would you choose? So they select one of these. And if I solve any of your problems, would you benefit from a paid course? Yes, no. Would you rather enroll in specific community or join access to everything? So now I'm qualifying the lead directly from my digital product. And again, the qualification process here can be better. Like, I can ask other questions. I can ask what's stopping them. I can ask whatever questions that I think would be necessary for me to understand, will this lead spend at least X amount of dollars to join a community, to buy a digital product, to whatever, right? So these are all the qualifying questions. And because this is going to be free, right, they're going to spend time to actually complete it, because otherwise they're not going to be able to get anything. So in order for them to get things for free, first, you need to make sure that they're answering all those questions. And after, you get a CSV file. So this, I showed you what the CSV file looked like. And inside the CSV file, you can find all the information, where they're from. Because they do answer directly in the chat. Oh, they're from X country. They're from the United States. Oh, this could be a great lead. Oh, maybe they're from another country that I don't think that I want to focus my time and effort, because I know that people are not going to actually purchase. And then you add everything in here, and you start your campaigns. Usually, at least there needs to be 4 to 5 different emails. And the beauty of this is that it's sending through your personal email. It's going to be sending at Cerio@visionreimagine.com. For example, now they're going to think that, oh, I'm actually, reaching out to them. So depending on how you're building your brand or depending on how you're trying to go about selling your digital product, you either go through this route that is going to give you more results, or you go through the other route whereby you just search and get leads directly for example, business services. And then you can add revenue, you can add lookalike domain, job listing, technologies, news, company, location. Where do you want them to be from? So Montreal. No results found in Montreal. So it gets very specific with what you want to do, and then you get all these leads over here, and then you have all their LinkedIn information. So now you can start automating, and you can start understanding what they do and what they look like, so that your email scraper can start customizing the way that they are speaking to the lead. Now, this is not the only way that you can start scraping data. I think that I showed you already on one of our other calls, a platform that allows you to do this exact thing. So let me pull that up in a second. It is inside. So if you are going over into Learn, if you're going over to Serio's toolkit inside WAP, you're going to see, so let me try and share this with you. You're going to see this screen over here. You're going to see this screen over here. And here I have all the AI agents and automations that I like to use in marketing research and lead gen. So this one over here allows you to discover valuable network connections. So all you do over here is you sign up, and you start searching whatever you need to search. It's the exact same thing. And what this platform is going to do is that it's going to allow you to search for people in whatever industry. So let me log in. We did this before. Here we go. So now what you're looking for, I'm looking for Stanford AI grads in San Francisco. So I am looking for creative agencies. You need to select a group of people. Boom. So it's going to start scraping data. It's going to start scraping leads. And there's about 48,686 connections. So now what you can do is you can download all these leads that it's going to give you, and then you can upload it inside instantly. Or the other way you can do, you can go about this is go and search for an API in Appify that allows you to scrape all the leads and use make.com to create a CSV file. Cornelia, probably this would be very interesting for you to experiment.
Yeah.
So these are a bunch of leads that I got from LinkedIn, right? Real people. You can see their profile. You can start scraping whatever information that you need to scrape from here that's publicly available, and then you can upload everything into instantly, or you can use, as I said, third-party APIs to do the job for you. But I would recommend, instead of doing cold emails, which is one way of reaching out to people, your reply rate is going to be probably like less than 1%. So you need a ton of leads. You need a ton of leads to get something back, and you need very good email sequences. And there's no rules. There's no rules on how to actually draft an email that would convert, or that they would reply. There's no rules. It's like Wild West. If you find a way of reaching out to these people, great. There's no way of, oh, you need to kind of like tell them that you know about them. No, it's sometimes things work only through a simple email. I've only answered to one cold email ever in my life, which was someone that really got me when they were actually copywriting something for me. Like, they wanted to pitch me to write my emails. So I read whatever they wrote to me, and I was like, oh, this is very good. That's it, right? Now it really depends on how you want to go about it and how you want to speak to people. Personally, me, since they do know me, it's gonna be a very different campaign rather if they didn't know me. But in the end of the day, what you need is them to click, them to convert, them to reply. So you don't necessarily have to write this whole paragraph for them to actually get back to you. Because remember, people like me, or anyone for that matter, are getting thousands and thousands and thousands of emails I get hundreds every single day of people trying to work with me. So I'm like, even if there's someone that's very good there, I'm just like, oh, I don't care about this anymore. Like, I'm tired. I'm literally tired of all these people trying to help me script write and to do this, trying to do that, all these cold emails, because I'm not interested, right? So now this makes me, if I actually was interested in them in the first place, and if I saw something from them that they gave me that I thought it was valuable, I would have reached out and I would have been like, cool. But because all these things are coming without my permission, without me wanting these emails to come through, now I become less interested, even if there's people inside those leads that could be good. So the correct way of doing this email outreach, personally speaking, would be if you start giving some sort of value in any shape or form so that people can see you and then they can actually organically ask for you to sell them into something else. Do you have any questions?
That's a very good strategy. Because I got a lot of emails triggering my pain points in the first time. Like, your webinar wasn't successful. Here I am. And I'm like, the fuck? Are you
Yeah.
crazy? But giving value is very good.
I mean it does go long. It does go a long way. And I think that services like this, well, they rely on you to kind of like use as many leads as possible because like they're cold emails, right? They warm your email up, they send it to like a bunch of people. But if you're using this a smart way, where actually you know that those leads you have qualified them. The only thing that's missing is actually like selling them. It's having them go through this journey. And now a lot of people, like in order for you to do this efficiently, you have to have like go high level and have all these automations in the back end and connect things. And it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. This is very simple. This is extremely simple. And the great thing about this is that it's sending directly from your email, meaning that it's using Google's domain to warm up the email. So now the likelihood of this going to spam, it's less. That's why people use Gmail. Do we have any questions? You guys are very quiet. I don't like that.
I do.
Yes.
So I've never done an emailing campaign,
Yeah.
but is the tool we choose defines that will be in the spam or in the main inbox? Like, how
There's
does it
two
work?
things. One is your domain score. Number two is the way that you write emails. If you write emails that they are promotional, they're either going to go through spam or they're either going to go through promotional tab. So now the way that the way that you are writing your subject line, the way that you are writing the actual the body, the text inside, it's going to determine whether that email, because again they use AI too, so they can read and they can say this is a promotional. This people probably are not interested. So the way that you're going to copyright the email has to be a way that, for example, what I do is I always go to ChatGPT and tell it, let's make sure that we are copywriting this from the beginning in a journalistic style that is not selling the product or service, that you're also adding storytelling into it. So, and I explicitly ask it to please make sure that this is not promotional so it doesn't go into spam. So what ChatGPT is going to do is going to give me some sort of like a way around the copy so it doesn't have keywords like huge sale or oh you missed this, oh whatever it is, right? So it's going to write it in a way that feels like you are giving value. Value is the king, and it feels like people are not being sold. And then they're going to read the story. If they read the story, they get interested. Storytelling is what sells. Storytelling is what sells. Storytelling is what makes money. So if you are finding ways to tell a story so people are like, oh, let me actually read this. And again, I get hundreds of emails like this a day. And the only ones that I actually read that make me go back and reply are things that I feel that I don't know, I had a like, oh moment. I was, oh, wow. Right? So this is how I'm doing it from today. I've used this platform before. Now, what I'm going to try and do is that I'm going to test this out and see whether my leads are going to be responsive to emails that are directly coming from me, from my brand, into maybe closing them to a community, into maybe selling them or like upselling them into whatever they have. But the most important thing here is qualifying. Now, don't get me wrong, I get like 30,000 leads a day. 30,000 a day. In order for me to qualify all the, like, first of all, I cannot just email blast everyone because it's extremely expensive. Second of all, most of the leads are coming in for free value. They don't even care. They don't even care to buy. They would never, ever buy anything from me because all they are here to do is they want to grab something for free and maybe figure it out, or like, I don't know what they're doing with it. They are not here to invest their money. They're here to get some free value, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine, right? But the challenging part of it is qualifying the leads. So I'm going to show you this automation that I make with ManyChat so that you can have access to when I qualify my leads. I qualify my leads directly through ManyChat, and then I re-qualify them in StanStore to make sure that they're eligible for any sort of email marketing. If they're not, they can go into my newsletter, they can go into my like free stuff, but I want to first make sure that out of these 30,000 leads that I get every single day, I want to make sure that, well, at least like 1,000 are eligible to sell them into something. So here's a little automation that I worked on for like so
Now,
long.
Serial, 30,000 a day? Every
Yes.
day?
Yeah,
Even on Sundays?
every single day. Like there's so many
What you
people DMing the word.
doing? You twerking on camera? What is happening?
People just want free lead magnets.
It's the eyebrows. I don't care what you say.
Okay. Billy. Okay, so let's qualifying. So this is my qualifying. This is my little qualifying. Can you guys see my thing? So this is my, what do you call that? Like qualifying segment, not segment, but a journey. Call it a journey. I don't know how to call this.
Your customer journey to qualify
My customer,
people.
the quality, yes. So I only activated this like a few days ago, and there's someone that's coming into my ManyChat. They're triggering a word, right? And then the very first thing that I say is, "Hey, so I have flows in here." The very first thing that I say that I set up in the flow. So whenever they DM me a word, I have a flow. Then after they go into this flow, I qualify. Like I ask them, okay, are you actually qualified or not? So let me give you an example. So before even going to the qualifying lead, this is going to be making things more complicated. So let's go into the UGC Interest Master class, right? So let's go over here. So they're going to the UGC Interest Master class, and then, hey, thanks for interesting, da da da. However, you can watch the replay by going over here. I tag them as UGC Masterclass ready, and then I go into a condition. Is the lead qualified? Did the lead go through the qualifying automation? If the lead did go through the qualifying automation, they're getting my whatever I'm trying to give them. Did the lead not go through my qualifying automation? Well, they have to go through the qualifying automation because otherwise I'm not giving you shit. I need to know first what you're here for because you're wasting my time and my money too. Because every single lead that I get, ManyChat, like I'm spending around $500 every single month. And this thing is going to increase as it goes because there are so many leads, right? Now, this is the first step. Qualified, not qualified. If they are not qualified, they're going through the qualifying automation. And this is the qualifying automation. Oh, hey, sorry, but you're not qualified. You need to get onboarded first. But before we continue, I'm going to onboard you, and this is only going to happen once. Only once. I'm not going to ask you this thing twice, as long as you complete it. And they're cool. So if there was no response, I'm asking them to drop their email. The next steps, if there is a response, thank you. Where are you from? What's your name and where are you from? They tell me where they're from. Great. What describes you the best? I'm a business, I'm a creator, I'm an AI enthusiast. So over here I go tag them, business, creator, and enthusiast. If they answer that they're a business, I go right into it. Okay, let's go. What's your main goal? Ads and marketing, building AI apps, or customer solutions. Again, tagging every time that they stop and then they click something, tap on something, I'm adding them into particular tags. that say, "Oh, I want to build an AI ads and like I want help with AI ads and marketing. What's holding you back? I need clarity. Cannot afford tools. I'm ready to scale." If they say I cannot afford tools, I tag them that cannot afford tools, and I go over here as I say, "Oh, all good. I have free resources for you. Don't worry, it's coming up, my friends." And boom, then I send them back to my first automation. However, now I make sure that when they say that they cannot afford tools, they are not added into any other sort of automation because they cannot afford. I don't care about these people as much as I love them. They can get my free stuff that I'm giving away every single day, but these people not where my business needs to focus. So I'm like, cool, great, whatever. You're 30 25,000 of you, 29,000 of you cannot afford tools. Stay in your lane, get your free stuff. I'm not going to involve any of my team reaching out to you. I'm not going to do any email marketing to you because you're not qualified. You're not there. Sorry. When you're qualified, maybe we'll talk about it. Now, if they have, or for example, if they say, I'm just exploring, they're saying it's just exploring, need quality, cannot afford tools, they cannot afford. If they say, I'm ready to go, I tag them that they're ready to go, and then I go, hey, if I could help you hit your goals faster, would you be opening to getting support? Yes, I can invest only free resources. If they say only free resources, goodbye. Or I'm ready to go. Now, if they're telling me that they're ready to go, I can go and I'm like, cool. Would you like to speak to me on your from IG? Yes, I want to speak to you. Let me see first what you have to offer. And I say, all good. Well, would you rather join a community, a course, or a one-on-one group call? And then they go over here. And then here's where I start qualifying them. Okay, 40. If I told you that in 30 days you could 3x this investment, how much would you invest? $45 a month, $500 a year, $105,000 one time. Oh, but if you want to, and then if they say, oh, well, I want group coaching, or maybe I want to just invest one time only, then I go, well, I'm ready to spend 350, 750 to 499. And then I categorize them. This is mid-tier offer, this is high ticket, and this is a low ticket offer. So boom, and then I go all through here. Then I start back the automation. So remember what they came to me from my UGC masterclass. So now I have to send them back to the UGC masterclass so they can continue the conversation. So essentially they're coming to me, they're like, oh, I want the UGC thing. I'm like, oh, wait, buddy, you're not. We haven't onboarded you. I'm not going to give you anything. First, let's go through this. Then after you go through this questionnaire, I'm going to send you whatever you're here for. That's what I do. And then I send them into all these automations. So if they end it, and also I add a tag. They're qualified. If they're qualified, they go back, right? So, and in the end, let's say that I want to I have my sales team, right? That's like doing sales on the chat. So all I have to do is go over to conditions and I'm like the tag. Okay. I want to see there's 19 people who are able to afford a 1499. There's 13 people who are able to afford 459. There's 120 people who are able to afford 49. There's 30 people in the high tier, 117 people in the low tier, 57 people in 57 people in the mid tier. There's 1,195 people that are qualified, and people that cannot afford. There's 1,060 people that cannot afford. So these 1,060 people I cannot afford. I don't even bother. And what I would most likely do is I would even remove their emails because it's costing me to have their emails in my CRM. It's costing me. So every week, not every week, every month, I would go into this thing. This is the most expensive thing that can ever happen to my business is people who cannot afford. And then I just remove all their emails, right? So this is a very simple thing to do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share this with you guys, the automation. But you need to kind of like figure it out, setting it up on your own because it is a bit of a hassle. So the
Oh, then let's do a study group on one day next week, and we can all do it together on like live. I'd be happy to do it with them. I'm going to set mine up. So if anybody wants to do it, just drop it in the
Here's the
and we'll
link.
just come on.
Here's the link. Look, you guys are able to like host meetings, do anything you want. There's no one stopping you. Would I be
As
there?
long as we're not broke, because the can't afford people get shown the door apparently. But everybody else, we're
No,
good.
I mean, look, it's true. It's like cost, the thing that I learned, you know what's the thing that I learned, the best thing that ever happened to my SaaS? Billy?
Yes, sir.
Do you know what's the best thing that ever happened to my SaaS?
Billy, of course.
I mean,
Him too, but it's completely removing free trial. Free trial was
wow.
costing me thousands of dollars. I was having, in the first week, I had 5,000 people free trial and only like 100 paying customers. The second I stopped free trial, the profit skyrocket, and every single, like now I'm actually making money.
Yeah, people will pay to play.
So as much as I love people to help people who are broke, they can get my free lead magnets and they can do whatever they want with it. However, if I keep them, they cost me. They cost me a
Yeah.
lot. So that's why it's not that I hate them, but they cost me from a business standpoint. They cost me a lot. So that's why I try and do remove free trial. Anything that's free, I don't know. If you cannot afford a $9 per month thing, then this is not for you. Like let's start making some money. Start figuring out how to become more financially stable than investing a $9 per month thing. That's too expensive for you. $9, that you're not my customer type of thing. So this is the same idea over here. It's not that I don't want to help people. It's just that they cost me. Every single lead, every single email they cannot afford, I have to pay for them whatever cents I have to pay for their email to be inside ManyChat. And now my prices go from $100 to $200 to $500 to $700 for me to store their data, which they are never going to purchase for me. So I pasted the link over here. I'm also going to download a PDF for you guys to have. And I'll drop it in the WAP community. Do we have any other questions?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
What is your recommendation how to start if you have just 2 or 3 products? Would you start with
2 or 3 products are a lot. You were saying
or 2?
You only need 1 product to be successful. But again, my strategy is like this. What is your product, first of all?
I don't have one. I have multiple.
Why don't you,
but...
Cornelia? Like I think that you're probably one of the smartest people here, and you don't have a product, a digital product.
And you're super cute. We love that too. Let's not drop off the cuteness.
You're able to do all these things that honestly I don't like. I need to like sit down. I need to learn from you. And you don't have a digital product. So now the very first thing you need to do is where you're part of the other call that I defined, like who you're targeting. Is it B2B, B2C? Did you see this? I think that you were.
Yeah.
Right? Is it here? So I'll share it back with you. Kind of like starting your first digital product. What is it? Is it going to be social media? Is it going to be long form? Is it going to be B2B? Is it going to be B2C? What is it? First, you need to define that.
Yeah, I did that. I just have too many ideas.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine. You know how many ideas I have? Like I'm one of the person that does not have a one type of like business stream that's focused in one thing because I have so many things going on. But that's fine.
But I want to do some automations for marketing agencies.
Okay, perfect. So what kind of automations do you want to do?
We could use how to the automation from today.
That's perfect. Why I say that. Everyone is teaching you how to like scrape leads, how to cold email, how to make money. No one is actually talking about vision models, right? No one is really talking to you about how to monetize through vision models, which is ChatGPT or like creating assets, creative agencies. So you need whatever you show today. I think that you can easily sell that just to B2C customers for $45 easily. Just B2C. And it's and you're also in the EUA, which helps you attract clients that actually have purchasing power. What happens with me that I'm in the States and in Canada is I would attract people from like third world countries that speak English, that understand, that get value, but are not able to pay. Comparatively, I have also friends in Germany, for example, that are selling courses, and this industry is booming because people in Europe, they do have purchasing power to buy a $20 guide, to buy a $40 guide, to buy a $2,000 course. In the States, it's more difficult, but also you need to pay more for your ads, you need to qualify your leads better, you need to have a whole team behind it. So I think that in Europe, especially in the German-speaking countries, it's easier to sell digital products, AI digital products, but also focusing on vision, like whatever you just showed today. I
Yeah.
think that that's what you need to start off. This is how you can create. I'll show you exactly how to build a little thing, but what you showed us today. Do it as a guide, or do it as a tutorial, short mini tutorial. Needs to be to the point, and start talking on social media. And I said this last time. If you want to start selling $45 guides, $20 guides, the only way to sell it is through socials, because otherwise it's going to cost you so much in ads. You're not going to make any profit. So that's what I think you should be doing.
I want to be your first customer, Cornelia.
There you go.
Okay.
There
We'll
you go.
take
I'm the second.
Do we guys have any other questions?
Yes, fine.
Yes, Hannah. Hannah, before you start, what's going on with your brand?
Very well. Cooking, still
Cooking?
cooking.
Did you
Yeah.
start?
Yeah, well, what I was planning is at least to prepare at least 3 videos to have them ready.
Okay.
Because I just don't want to launch one and I get busy. I have so many things as you. I have so many projects working on.
I've heard that
So
excuse before, and you know how much it took? It took 8 months for my friend to start, because his excuse was, "Oh, I want to have my first 100 videos ready and then post them." And this is week number 3 that we started talking about your personal brand. So those 3 videos should have been done like day 3.
no, I already launched one, but I'm doing in stories, like starting like showing on stories. So,
Okay.
but the official one, I don't know, maybe like the audio sabotage that it needs to be perfect to post it. So like to me, I don't care about stories. I do it naturally, but to
Okay.
post it like in my ID, like maybe I need to
Not
invest
good.
more
Not good.
time.
Not good. You need to start. Okay. Tell me, what's your question?
Well, I'm thinking this money chef website for my business. As I said, I have a company of event decoration, so I have all type of clients, either weddings or I don't know, any celebration, corporate events as well. So, and I'm in Montreal, so I receive either
Okay.
messages in English, French, and sometimes
French,
Spanish
yeah.
as well. So, how is there a way to the money chat or the system to identify the language and then take them to different branches, or and it
Yes,
also
you
depending?
need you need to create an automation where you ask them, okay, what are you speaking? English? How would you like to receive messages, or how would you like me to help you in French, English, or Spanish? And then you tag all of these people in different languages. So now at least you know whoever tapped on English, you have their lead. And then based on that, you just have your automation continue with the
Okay.
language of your preference.
So it might be like the first question.
The first question is like, hey,
The-
friend, before continuing, how would you like me to speak to you?
Okay, because they most all the time they reach out to me. So depending, let's say they can write bonjour, don't say, let me some can identify, or like I just don't want to look at it's a auto system replying, or any way they will know it.
Sorry, I didn't get it. If anyone
I
there's
mean, like I don't wanna make the client feels like it's an auto system replying to them, not me personally.
oh, you don't want to make them feel like there's a chatbot that's talking to them?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's a bit hard, but you can still do it with you
They
can
will
still do it
know.
with
They
AI.
will know.
But that's okay. Like it's
Oh.
okay for them to know that they know it. It's like, hey, this is my AI assistant. Let me just help you. Let me help you very quick with this question, and then I'll get back to you in like 30 minutes myself. It's fine.
Exactly, because like the quotation part that is obvious messaging like this in chat, it takes so long and I'm wasting so much time.
Yeah, you just need to qualify them. Again, qualifying them is the key. So you create a qualifying automation whereby they only have to answer once. So let's say that they DM'd you a particular word, because there needs to be some sort of a trigger. It's not just like they need to trigger some sort of word. So whenever they trigger that word, first, if they have not qualified, meaning if they have not, and you're qualifying, again, you're qualifying, what do you call them? Your qualifying checklist is essentially you just want to know what language they speak. If they have never answered you, they're not going to go to the next step. But if they answered you what language they speak, they're going to go to the next step. And they only do this once. If they trigger the same word again, they don't have to go through this. They only go through this once. So you only collect this data once in the lifetime of their customer journey. So now you're able to segment them, correct? But you have to kind of like look at the automation and look at what's going on in there.
All right,
Perfect.
thanks.
Pleasure. Do we have any other questions? No?
Hi, Sirio.
Yes.
Yeah. As in A tab, the Cornelia has shown us the multiple generations, right? Like image generations. So for each and every,
what are we talking about?
so in A tab, Cornelia have generated different type of sets. Like for this kind of a category, we need to make a automation, and for different kind of image generation, we need to make a different automation. So for each and every segment, we need to make a new automation.
Or which
I'll
image
describe.
generation are you talking about? No, I'm not quite sure I'm understanding. So you created you created some sort of I'm not sure I'm following.
I think he's talking about Airtable.
He's talking about
Airtable.
Airtable. Oh, okay,
think so.
Chris,
Yes.
that's a Cornelia answer.
Yeah.
Are you able to write the question in the chat so it's going to be more clear for her?
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that he's asking about whether we need to create new automations for each image endpoint. I don't think so. I think that all you have to do is click the trigger word, and the automation is going to do it on its own, from what I'm understanding. But let's hear your question more specifically, so Cornelia can ask it.
Yeah.
Billy, don't say this. This is mean. You just said I don't care about broke people. That's crazy. That's so mean, Billy.
Man of God, you see the people was laughing too. They was like, yeah, because you was like, oh, they don't have no money? Forget them. Delete their email. Show
Look,
them the door. Oh, you have some money? How much money do you have? Oh, only $9? Take my newsletter and get out of my face. You're costing me money.
Look, $9 is good, Billy. $9 is good, but $0 that will cost
No,
me.
I was just giving you a hard time. The only thing I would think though is in the serial, you have a lot of people who have businesses that would love to like build their newsletter. I'm one of them. And so if you mean to tell me that you have 1,000 emails that you'd be willing to send suggestions to email for a certain amount of money, I would totally pay for that.
I'm you know how much I had to delete like 10,000 only yesterday because like my
But that's what
subscription.
I'm telling you. I would pay you $10, and so would probably 3 other people on this call.
Oh, I can
not to
give you
mention
my
the
lead.
200 people.
If you want my leads, I
Okay.
can give you my leads for free. Just like
Oh yeah, please.
Are
Just
they qualified? I don't know if they're qualified. They're a lot.
Hey, listen, I would love for somebody to open this email. So feel free. Just slide them on my way. I'll pay the money.
I'm more than
love
happy,
broke
but
people.
you're going to be
Sirio.
paying like hundreds of dollars to like send emails to those people. So
I'm already
that's on
paying
you.
hundreds of dollars to look at your eyebrows. It's just a couple $100 more. What are we talking about?
Look, Billy.
Ain't that right, Luca? Ain't that right, Luca? See, they agree. The people of God agree.
Our new students are shocked. This is Billy, everyone. He's amazing and he's phenomenal. So we got to get used to. If you are new to this and you're like, "What the hell is happening?" Billy is the spirit of the community. If we didn't have him, I don't know what we would do.
Sirio, that's so kind. Since you're saying that, I would love for you to build my SaaS for me at no cost, since I'm the spirit.
I asked you
The
multiple
spirit,
times to
the
tell
essence
me exactly
spirit
what you
means for
need.
SaaS.
Okay. Do we have your question, Abby? Oh,
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
For every different image type, I'm not sure what's an image type. For every, if you are generating your images
I think he means
with
styles.
OpenAI.
I think he means styles when he says
Style. No, they are just prompts. It's basically the same table filtered by prompt. There is a table, it's one table and filter, and then you say, just show me the Disney images. But it's one table basically and one automation.
So basically, there's only the prompt part that's a variable in the automation.
Yeah. What?
I think I'm just trying to figure out his question. That's why.
I just.
I think he was asking that every time you prompt a new image, does it require a new automation flow? But I think this is what you meant, right, Abby?
Yeah, maybe that's what he meant. I think it's only one
Yeah.
automation that
It's just one automation for everything.
It's just, you know, I think Cornelia was showing that every time you wanted to make a new image, you trigger and you just
So
click
Cornelia, why don't you sell our product to us? Why don't you like package it up? No, I'm being honest. Like I would benefit from it too.
Okay.
So why don't you think about it and think about like packaging it up and being like, this is what I'm selling, and then we can also review whatever you're selling, whatever your offer is, and we can also buy it and use it for ourselves.
Yeah, it's very useful.
Look, you have 20 people here. You have 20 people here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will definitely
We
buy
will
what you're
probably
selling, Cornelia.
we
I just
will
want you to
be
know
your
I'm
very
first
first
in line.
customers.
I have to
I'm the
learn
first customer.
selling.
I will sell it. I will work with you to figure out how best way to sell it to me, and then you can sell it to people. I will pay you to sell me. I'm not
Perfect.
joking. I'm serious.
Yeah, so do that. Okay, guys.
Thank you.
Do we have any other questions? And then we're just gonna wrap this up. No? Okay then. Thank you guys for being here. Next week, we are doing high-level SaaS. I'm gonna bring in my SaaS developers. As I told you, they might not be speaking to you, but they are gonna answer questions in the chat. And it's going to be higher level. It's going to be back end. We're going to talk about probably a bit of Comfy UI here and there. We're going to talk about Docker. We're going to talk about pricing. We're going to talk about, I'm not sure if I want to tell you what the actual costs and profits look like. I'm going to have to think about it. But yes, Luca.
Is that gonna also be the cursor part that you said last week?
Cursor part?
About building stuff with cursor and everything.
We did talk about that, Luca, like a few months ago.
Yeah, I know. I just
You,
wanna.
you need
No,
more.
you,
You
you
need more of
said
that?
you said last week that we're gonna
No,
do the
this is gonna be
cursor
higher
stuff
level. Yeah,
also.
this is gonna be higher level, whereby again, I'm gonna walk you through in 5 minutes how you can build your thing with cursor. If it was the first
Perfect.
time that you joined the lesson, but most of the lesson is gonna be higher level. It's gonna be again like servers. We're gonna talk about API keys. We're gonna talk about Docker images, like super things that I don't even understand. I do understand, but I would not know how to do it myself. So it's gonna be very, very high level, and we might talk about again costs, how to make sure that we're lowering. Like I said, one of the biggest pain points for me was I had 5,000 people in the first week of the app, and only like maybe 100 converted. And I was like, what the hell is going on? I need to lower my price. Instead of lowering the price, I should have just killed the free trial. Because after I killed it, because I was like, okay, I think this is like $9. It's too expensive. Maybe I do like $5. That was not the way I should have thought. Is just kill the free trial, and then directly from there, profit skyrocket. So we're going to talk about those strategies, and mainly Billy said that you want to talk about your SaaS, Billy, and like what your SaaS is and how you can set that up. Think about it, make it super clear. Again, my developers, they have a hard time understanding English if they are not told specifically what they need. So if you want to talk about your SaaS, Billy, and if you want to like kind of get started with building it, make a little super simple English of like why you want to build, and then we'll talk about it. Okay?
Me? I feel so special. That's why I was thinking. I actually narrowed it down to 2 different ones. I just haven't figured out which one to do yet.
Yeah, but you
But you
have
know,
to
I'm on
like it
my
has to be
4th
super
book,
simple.
Serial.
It has to be
I'm on
super
my
simple though. Like
I'm on my 4th
I
book
know that
this
you're
year.
right. I know that you're a writer. You have like a very broad vocabulary. It needs to be like super like kindergarten, like very simple English, okay?
I will. Sounds like a plan. Thank you so much for your kindness. Such a magnanimous leader we have in you, Syria.
Thank you, Billy George.
Yes, I have a small request if it's
Yes.
possible. So since next week call will be for like more technical,
Yeah.
if maybe we can have some bullet points about uh, like bullet points that we should do some research about before the call. So maybe we're like a bit more ready during the call.
Sure. I still have to like organize the lesson myself, so I'm not sure what I'm going to talk about. But I know that I'm going to talk about again Docker. I'm going to talk about It's going to be primarily Confi UI based and also
Okay.
SaaS based, just like general, like what you need, like setting up Stripe, for example, API keys. Where do you store your API keys? If you guys are more interested in Confi UI type of workflows, we can do that. Yeah, it's going to be mostly high level, and it's going to be an opportunity for you guys to ask questions to my developers, questions that I cannot give you answers to. So it's going to be like directly interactive with them. And maybe I might move the time of the lesson because it's going to be very late for them. So maybe it might be very early. It's going to be a Saturday, so you guys should be free. There should not be any work. I might do this even in the AM, maybe like 8 a.m., 9 a.m., something like that, because I have to accommodate their time. So because they're 12 hours behind. So I'll keep you posted. So just keep your eye out on any notifications. Cool. Perfect. Chris, I saw Chris wanted to ask something. Chris?
Yeah, just a quick question. Have you already updated your Vibe with Marketing course with the consistent characters workflow, the new one that you did?
Yes. It's
okay.
That was I updated it 2 weeks ago. That's 4B.
Gotcha. All right, thank you.
That's 4B. Pleasure. And if you guys have any questions about the courses, you can ask away. What I'm doing right now is that I'm trying to film a bunch of videos of how to use the 4B for virtual try-ons, also for products, because right now I've only covered consistent characters. So I'm filming a few videos on how to do that. And then I'm going to probably be adding a few more chapters. And then I'm aiming to finalize the 3 lessons, lesson number 10, 11, and 12 this weekend. So again, you have all access to those lessons, the CGI, the mood boards, and whatnot.
I just want to say you did such a good job with your YouTube video, Syria. I was
Thank
so
you.
proud of you. I said, I know he out here working hard, and it was so professional, and people were loving it. I watched your video the other day. I was like, look at this turnout. I'm so glad I'm in his community. I'm being serious. It was really good. And you know what I was most proud of?
What?
You finally said, and I have a private video for my community. You
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
give everything away to them people that are not paying you.
No,
You
of
kept a little
course.
something for your people.
Of course, I'm going to talk to you about. So I have so many things to do. So I don't know when I'm going to do all these things, but I have to record a breakdown video of my Matilda video that I did. So you guys have access to that and see how I went through about it and what I did and what I used. And I'm going to show you guys both open source and closed source ways of figuring that out. And again, you guys get more information than the public out there. I try to, whatever's happening, post it in here, whatever I'm finding, post it in here. So of course that you hold a very special place, not just a YouTube free 30-minute video or an hour video.
Super grateful. Also, I just saw Muhammad for the first time. Muhammad, you look like a Middle Eastern Jonathan Bailey. Do you know who Jonathan Bailey is? That's powerful.
This guy.
I just want you to know that. In case you didn't know who that was, you need to look him up. Jonathan Bailey, watch.
Okay, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Billy, for uplifting us as always. And I'm just going to stop the recording.